Howdy folks, welcome back to Songs and Stories of the Old West. Now the last time we was talking about the pioneers going west, and they was headed for California or Oregon, but some of them never made it that far. Maybe the wagon broke down and they looked around, or maybe they just stopped one day and looked around and said, darling, this is a fine place, why don't we just stop right here? But wild stories of the prairie richness abounded everywhere, They said, tickle the land with a hoe and the crop lasts till harvest. They said a boy was stranded in a cornstalk because it grew so fast he couldn't climb down. They said that cows and pigs lived in giant pumpkins, eating the pulp. They said that watermelons had to be put on sleds when they were growing so they wouldn't get messed up by the vines because they grew so fast. Well, those stories weren't true, but it was true that the prairie was a wonderful place for farmland. It had very few of those annoying rocks that they used to find in New England. And best of all, it had a deep layer of some of the richest soil on earth. Soil that had been waiting 1,000 years to be plowed. And so they settled there. And them new settlers lived in lean-tos until they could build a more permanent home. And what they built the home of depended on what they had there. Out on the prairie, there weren't many trees, so you weren't going to build a log cabin. But there was plenty of sod. And they would dig up that sod and stack it up like bricks and build a whole little house out of that. And they would whitewash it on the inside. A sod house was cool in the summer and warm in the winter. It was the place for the pioneers. But the prairie could be merciless as well. Prairie fires threatened buildings and livestock. Temperatures ranged from 110 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter, with swings of as much as 60 degrees in one day. It was a tough place, but these were tough people. And a farm of 160 acres or so and a growing family and the hope of a better life, that was the simple dream that drove all those many, many Americans west between 1800 and 1850. Equipped with as little as a team of oxen and a few basic tools, they cleared the woods, they broke the soil, they raised barns, they laid fences, and they created thriving farms. They was quick to use new things and brave in the face of droughts and blizzards and crop failures and isolation. They represented American can-do spirit, the same spirit that lives on in today's farm families. And let's see, I'm going to have a song for you next time I come up, all one of the ones that the pioneers would have sung. See you later.